Oh, man. New York City, man. We here. BBPTV. Feel Good Thursdays. Yes. BX Live is a network. Two-Step King, DJ Sugar Free.
Bing Buddha the boss, the host. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Get no better than that.
Oh, man. We got a great show for y'all. And I want to welcome my brother in the building.
Right.
Curtis Smith.
Yes.
Former Ebenes. Celebrity barber. Sneaker battle. Barber battle. Oh, man. Exotics. Oh, man. I could go on. But I got my brother in the building.
All last.
Nice, and I'm happy.
Impressed.
And I'm happy he's here with BX Live.
Thank you, my brother. Glad to be here.
And we want to give you your flowers, man. Word up.
Definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, talking to the mic. Let me hear you.
Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2.
There we go. Turn them up a little bit. All right. Curtis, man, how you feeling, brother?
Oh, I'm feeling good, man. Feeling good. Just had a, little quick, easy day today. I had to do a little quick job in Midtown with Anthony Anderson.
Oh, word. That's what's up. Anthony Anderson. That's what's up.
Yeah, doing some promos for some stuff that's coming out.
Okay, that's what's up.
Look forward, man. And by the way, House Haunters. You get a chance, watch House Haunters.
House Haunters.
Okay. Yeah, it's a show, starring Anthony Anderson and his mother.
Okay.
And, they basically, bring people in.
Big shout to Anthony Anderson, man. Word up. Big shout to Anthony Anderson.
Definitely.
Love that guy. Shout out to Stacey Cuts, too.
So where can we tune into that show? What network that's on?
Okay. I'm not sure about none of that details. I just come and make them look good.
Copy.
But I seen it.
That's what's up. I can dig it.
You know what I'm saying? But I just can't remember. I think I want to say it's HG or one of those.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's basically like, you know how they had the show House Hunters when people were going to look for houses?
Right. Yeah.
So what they do is they set the houses up. So when people come in and look at these houses, real people come and look at these houses,
nice.
They got all kind of booby traps and crazy stuff going on.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So Anthony and his mother sitting in the trailer watching the whole thing.
Okay.
So they telling the people what to do, like, open the door on them, and all that type of stuff. So people, by the time they leave the house, they like, I don't want nothing to do with this house. You know what I'm saying? Then they let them know, like, yo, nah, it's a joke, man.
Yo, that's crazy. That's
show.
what's up, yo. It's
like Punk. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, I like that show.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna tune in. We're gonna find it.
Yeah, we definitely gonna tune into that, man.
I want to say HDTV.
Yeah, okay, man. But for all of our viewers, man, and the listeners, man, my brother Curtis Smith, man, me and his brother go back, man, and I watched him do his thing and come up in this game as a barber, man. And watching you come up, man, and doing your thing on the block, cutting hair, you know what I mean, to eventually opening up your own shop, man. Like where did it all begin, man? Because I don't even know how you just started cutting hair, man. Next thing you know, man, it was like, yo, Kurt cutting hair, man. Chasing you all up and down the block and shit like that, man. Get into it, man. Talk to the people, man.
The story's crazy because when my first haircut that I ever did was on myself.
Wow.
That's real talk.
Okay.
Right?
How that came out?
I'm gonna tell you how it came out. I'm gonna give you a real story. I ain't gonna pull no punches. I'm gonna tell you how it came out.
That's what's up.
So and this one's you're gonna laugh at this one, right? So at the time, Lisa was my girlfriend, right? Altamisa Ronette, sister Lisa, right? Okay. So Lisa was my little girlfriend. Like, I was kicking it with her, 12, it ain't that real.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right,
like,
I can dig it.
So I couldn't really like go to a house or nothing like that. So I used to sneak up the fire escape. You know what I'm saying? and like our moms ain't home, so go in the window, we kick it for a minute, So anyway, one of the days I'm standing in my house and I'm looking at my haircut and I'm saying, nah, I got a girl now. I need a haircut. You know what I'm saying?
So you got to fix up.
Right?
That's real shit.
This is how it really started. So,
wow.
I'm 12, so, I grabbed a pair of scissors. You know what I'm saying? And, I got an afro, but I got a pair of scissors in my hand. So it's already a problem. Right, so now I'm trying to give myself a hairline with the scissors, right? So I'm throwing my hairline back, my joint's back. I got stubbles everywhere. So now it's like, oh man, this is crazy. So I grabbed this big wool hat, middle of the summer, throw the wool hat on, like, yo, I can't do it. Right? So I went to a house or some just to go kick it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm climbing up the fire escape, and I didn't even get all the way up the fire escape. She was like, "What you doing with this hat on your head?" Pull the hat off, right? See my hairline, laughed at me, and said it's quits.
Yo, that's
on the
crazy.
spot. I had to go back down the fire escape, yo.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Hey, yo, now that's some real Romeo Juliet hood shit. Word up.
Hey, yo, he said it's quits.
Word, it's quits. That's that real shit.
Yo, she said it's quits. I was like,
wow. So
back down the fire escape.
let me help you out. So how did you go from scissor to electric? So you cut your hair with the scissor. How did you go from scissor to electric?
All right, so now, cool, here we go, like a couple years later, right? My mom was sending me to the Haitians down the block. They was giving me the round hairline in the front. You know, they was
Wow,
killing
this is
me.
crazy,
But
wow.
it was like, that was the only choice I had. So then my father came by and was like, let me cut your hair. See, I got a history with this thing. So my father said, let me cut your hair. So I said, cool. Go to my father's house. He pulled out the scissors and the Bic. I'm like, I'm not used to the Bic. What's the Bic about? The Bic was about the hairline.
Right, got you.
Line me up with a Bic.
Man.
3-4 days later, my whole hairline broke out, all kinds of bumps, jokes everywhere. You know how block, everybody got jokes.
Right.
Jokes everywhere. So that was number 2. That was number 2, all right? So after that, I said, you know what, man? I got to figure out how to cut my own hair. I got to figure out how to cut somebody else's hair. So my man Kyle gave one of my other friends a haircut. Matter of fact, he gave his own self a haircut that I liked. He put a bunch of lines around his head, and the lines was even, and it was neat, and he did it himself. So I was so impressed. I was like, yo, you did that?
Wow.
So you remember Country Kyle?
Yeah,
So I was
okay.
like, yo, man, if he could do a haircut, I could do a haircut. I said, Kyle, let me borrow your clippers, man. So Kyle was like, all right. Went to school the next day. This was 8th grade, all right, 13 years old. Went to school the next day. Told my man Daryl, AOD, Daryl Britt from Marble Hill. Shout out to Daryl. Love you, boy. Right? So,
Marble Hill.
So I said, yo, Daryl, let me cut your hair, man. Daryl was like, I don't know, Kurt. You know, Daryl giving me a hard time.
Yeah.
But I went to the house with him, and he talked Anthony, his older brother, Aunt Britt, into letting me cut his hair. So Aunt had the big afro
That was
joint
sick.
like this. So I was like, okay, this is gonna be great. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, yo, Kurt, fade me up. Just don't fuck. You know what I mean? Because and I'm like, I get it, man. I get it, big homie. It's cool. I got you. You know what you're doing? I got you, man. Don't worry about it. I watched all the other barbers that cut me before. I got you. Don't worry about it. So now I'm doing this fade. I'm thinking I'm doing a fade though, but it's my first time around. So I'm thinking I'm doing this fade. I cut the sides down with no guard, made it even, right? So I was impressed with that. Like, wow, like I actually cut it like at a level where you're supposed to have a guard on it,
Right.
and it was kind of even. So I was like, oh, that's not bad, right? But I didn't know how to fade, so I just kind of left the afro on the top. So he had like a mushroom going on, right? But I gave him a little hairline with it, you know what I'm saying? So he's in the mirror like, yeah, Kurt. So he's all happy, and I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, Kurt, yeah. And Daryl in the corner like, I don't know, Kurt. I don't know. The whole time Daryl like, I don't know, Kurt.
Yo.
This was the beginning of my barber career.
Yo, this is
So
crazy.
after Aunt let me cut his hair that day, I said, okay, I gotta get better. Talk Daryl into it. After 3 days of Daryl saying, I don't know, man, I don't know, Kurt.
He still wasn't giving in?
Yeah, he wasn't giving in for nothing. He was like, yeah, I just don't know, Kurt. It's just something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, chill, D. He got curly hair. You can't mess up curly hair.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me hook you up. So I cut his hair. It looked decent. He was like, I don't know, Kurt. I mean, it ain't, but but all right, I could live with it. So I was like, more confidence. You understand what I mean? Came to the block. Okay, here we go. Yo, D-Ron, let me cut your hair, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, D-Ron.
Yo, Kurt, you well funny with that one. Word, big shout out to D-Ron, man.
Yeah,
Word
man.
up.
Shout out to D-Ron, man. Rest in peace to Miss Barber. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, yo, D-Ron, let me cut your hair. All right, boom. Little Caesar. Yo, let me cut your hair. Boom. Then it was like, all right, so I'm good enough for $1. Cuts is $1 from now on. So cats was already used to the cuts. They was like, all right, we paid $1. You know what I mean? Barbershop back then was charging $5. They was like, we paid $1, no problem.
right.
And everybody I cut was like close friends of mine. So even if there was a problem, they wasn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So once I stepped from the dollar status, that's when I started cutting the Bink Buddhas. When I went up to $5, I started cutting the Bink Buddhas and the and the Marcuses and the, you know what I'm saying? All the cats that really cared about their haircut. You understand what I mean?
That's a fact.
Because by the time I got to the $5 status, I was mean.
Yeah,
I caught it quick. You know what I mean? I used to
He was
go
like
to-
a natural, yo.
yeah, I went to the barber shop and I used to just pay attention to Peggy and Rosie. Okay, those are the two people right there, Peggy and Rosie. Shout out to both of those people.
That's right.
Those
That's
are the
right.
people who taught me, how to be classy. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
how to be like a gentleman
Right.
and how to like treat people with respect and all
Right.
that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, especially coming out the hood, sometimes you walk in a barber shop. And it's really just about getting haircuts. It's no professionalism.
Correct.
And they taught that to me from an early age because
Right.
they were very professional.
That's a
So
fact.
when I went to start working with them, let me fast forward.
Okay.
I kind of graduated from high school now.
Right.
By the time I graduated high school, you already know,
Right.
I was cutting the whole neighborhood.
Correct.
You know,
That's a
like
fact.
I was playing football. I would be coming home with my football helmet and my pads, and I got 5 people running up on me, pulling their hat off, like, yo, I've been looking for you. That was before beepers. That was before cell phones. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Everybody had a house phone and an answer machine.
That's a
You
fact.
go home, you check your answer machine and see what's up. Okay, I gotta hit that one back.
Yeah,
I
facts.
gotta hit that one back. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
That's real shit.
So that's how I knew who wanted haircuts.
Right.
After I got home from football practice, if you didn't catch me, some people knew my route home, so they just wait for me because they know I'm coming that way after practice.
That's a fact.
Boom. What's up, man? Can I get a cut real quick? 9 o'clock. No homework done. None of that. I'm cutting hair. You know what I mean? After practice, then I got to go home and do my homework. Then I got to go back to school. I was taking 10 classes. You know, I was just going
busy.
hard. Yeah, because I
Busy.
graduated from 11th grade. I didn't want to go to 12th grade.
Nice,
So I
man.
doubled up and graduated from 11th grade.
So you was a whiz kid too.
No,
Right,
I just took more classes. You know what I'm saying? Like I went to summer school, I went to summer night school. Like while everybody was, playing, I was not playing. I was like, I'm out of here. Y'all gonna be in there one more year and I'm gonna be gone. You understand what I'm saying? So that was like my thing. Like I wanted to
real
hurt and
shit.
get out.
That's
Plus I did a
definitely
little bit of messing up in the early years. So it's like
It
I had
paid
to
off.
tighten up. Yeah, I had to tighten up. So football is what kind of made me like a good, I think a better person also because
So-
I think because I had to be like a team player.
Right.
Like football, there's no real star. You know what I mean? Like
Correct.
everybody, I don't care how nice you are. If he don't block for you, you're still getting caught.
Facts.
You understand what I'm
Facts,
saying?
facts,
So
facts,
you need
facts.
11 people to move together in order for it to work.
Right.
So I've always been big on teams. You know
Got you,
what I'm
understand
saying?
that.
And
That's
collaborative
dope. Right.
movement. You know
Right.
what I mean?
That's
Because
dope.
that's the strongest way to move.
Right.
All the people that run the world, that's how they do it. In
Yeah.
collaborative movement. If you're
That's a
moving by
fact.
yourself, good luck.
Good shit. Good
You
shit,
know?
Kurt.
Good
shit.
luck. Yeah, you right.
So the football taught me that, so when I was able to graduate from high school, I went to college. I was playing football in college, but I was so busy trying to, be in the lunchroom, instead of being in class, that I failed off the football team. So when I failed off the football team, for me it was like, why am I going to college? I make $1,100 a week. Why am I going to college? You understand what I'm saying? I'm
get
doing this in high school.
Yeah,
Coming out of high school. So I'm like, nah, I like cutting hair. I don't like because I was in college for computer technician, and I really didn't like that.
Right.
That's not my thing. I don't want to sit there looking at numbers all day.
Right, I get it.
You know,
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
moving. I like talking to people.
Right.
I like vibing.
Right, I
like,
get it, I
You know,
get
the
it, being
energy
your
is
element,
different.
being
You know what I
your
mean?
own element. Yeah, that's dope.
Somebody said to me one day, yo, school always gonna be there, and I thought about that. There's people 70 years old going back to school.
That's a
That's
fact.
true.
You understand what
that's
I'm
a
saying?
fact. Oh, that's
so,
a fact.
So
yeah.
for me, it was like life's too short to just depend on that. Like I trust my skills, I trust my ingenuity.
Great
I
answer.
trust my networking skills. I trust all of that. So, and I was making more money than both my parents. So for me, it was like a clear indication. Like, yo, you got something here. Don't let that go.
Right,
You understand what I mean?
Right,
because
right.
the other job you chasing don't even pay that much. You understand what I'm
That's
saying?
dope
So
shit,
it was
yeah,
like,
that's dope shit, that's dope shit.
embrace your people. You know what I mean? You
That's
can help
dope
the
shit.
community, and I've always been on it like that. So, that's kind of like, brought me through college. I finished. I said I'm not doing that no more. I went to Rosie's to go work for. No, I went to rest in peace to my man Donald. He took me down to Secret Images in Harlem. I just took Paris by there earlier.
Nice.
And,
Oh, big shout to Secret Images.
Yeah, my girl Ramona and all of them. So, and Peaches. So, and Michelle, the whole family.
Yeah, whole crew,
So,
yeah.
so, and I went there to work. And I was, in my eyes, I'm coming off the block. I never worked in a barbershop. I never did any of that stuff. I stopped going to college so I could do barbering full time.
Right.
At this point, right? So I went to Secret Images and I was like, went with Donald. Donald said, yo, my man is nice. They hired me on the spot. I started working next to a cat named Leroy. Then I started watching Leroy cut and I said, oh my God, this dude is incredible.
Oh man.
This dude is incredible. I thought I was good. This dude is incredible. Then I walked up the block and I used to watch this guy named Jose cut. That back in the days, he used to cut Spud.
Yeah,
My man
Jose,
Spud Love.
yeah,
you know Spud.
Jose, yeah.
Yeah, so I used to sit there and watch Jose cut Spud's
Big
blowout.
shout to Jose. Yeah,
Yeah,
man, no
you know what I'm
doubt.
saying? I used to watch Jose cut Spud's blowout.
Old Harlem.
And Spud's blowout used to look like I used to kill it, but you know how I don't know,
She like mink. I
like-
remember
like-
the chemical blowout.
like,
Yeah,
listen,
y'all.
I used to kill it. I'm talking
Oh,
about.
yeah?
I used to tell my customers, this is real talk. You can ask anybody I used to cut. I used to say, look, this haircut is free if we walk from here to the corner and nobody tell you your hair look nice. They be like, oh, I bet. We go outside. As soon as we get outside, hey, man, that's a nice haircut. Pay me. Come on, B, I already know.
That's what's up, yo.
I already know. But Leroy, forget about it.
Wow.
Like, I'm sitting there watching Leroy, and I'm saying, they think I'm ill.
Right.
They got, like, this dude, to me, is...
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because
I get it.
there's nuances to everything.
I get it.
And I was looking at the details and certain things that he was doing.
Right.
And it kind of like made me realize that I was still a student. So I started watching Leroy. Leroy was doing men and women. You understand what I mean? And he was killing both of them.
Right,
you know what I mean? The little Halle Berry styles and all
Nice.
of that. Leroy was, everybody thought Leroy was gay, and Leroy was not gay. You understand what I'm saying? But he kind of played that middle where you kind of almost was thinking just enough that you felt like it's okay. He could put his dick on. I won't get offended. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? So you feel me? So, but Leroy used to kill him. So I started looking at Leroy as another person another level to reach. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So I started watching Leroy and paying attention.
He raised the bar.
Leroy taught me a lot of things,
That's
a lot of
dope,
tricks.
man. Big
You
shout out to
understand?
Leroy, man.
Yeah,
That's dope,
man.
man.
A lot of tricks. So by the time I left Harlem to go back to cut hair in the Bronx, I was already the man in the Bronx. So when I went to Harlem and then came back to the Bronx, I was like, God, like, you remember, like, it was like 15, 16 people at a time waiting to get a haircut with no arguments.
Yeah, no question.
No arguments.
No question. That's a fact, man.
Like, go get a drink.
Yeah.
Kick it. The game's on.
Yeah.
Relax, man.
Yeah,
Talk to some
we gonna
people.
do this shit.
Yeah,
Don't do
you
this.
know.
But
And they came. So like for me, barbering was not only my career, but it was my life, my therapy. Everything.
Dope.
I still
That's
do
dope.
it to this day because I love it. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Yeah,
dope.
man.
That's dope, man. That's dope, man. Word up, man. That's
what's up. I'm happy.
Yeah,
I'm happy
man.
you betted on yourself. Like you betted on your God-gifted talent, man. I'm happy you did that, yo. Cause
Yeah.
you changed the game for yourself, yo.
Yeah.
Listen, man, you're a DJ, right?
Yeah,
You know there's DJs that make $100,000 a day.
that's the whole fact.
Yeah, right. So, cause they said, you know what, I ain't taking no for an answer, and they just kept going. You could pull that off one day if you just say the same thing. I mean, you here now with Bink.
No
You
doubt.
understand what I'm saying? So I'm just saying everything happens for a reason, and you got to have that reason in your head first, and then you got to go full speed. That's the
Yeah, I
only way it's gonna
appreciate you
happen.
saying that, bro.
Yeah,
Thank you,
yeah,
man.
hell yeah.
That's what's up, man. Yo, big shout to you, man, with that wisdom and that knowledge, man.
Thanks,
That's
man.
what's up, man. But with that being said, we're gonna get back into a little music, then we're gonna come back with a few more questions and feel Good Thursdays, man. And we're gonna catch that vibe and come on back with Curtis Smith, yo. Back to live action.
Curtis is still
Word
here. That's
up,
what's up.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. So Kurt, my good brother, man.
yeah, man.
Man, from doing the cuts on the block, man, and building up the clientele and going from the different shops, man. What led you into one of the most, I say, is an intricate place, man, because Eboness, unisex, let alone it wasn't just a barbershop. We had some dope stylists there. It was a dope central location for the happenings of the parties. You know, the Big Buddha joints, Final Fours, Lane of Barbers, everything was coming through there. Gator, everything, anything, any hot ticket and all the happenings was going there. Could you tell me what inspired you? And also, one of our brothers you collaborated with, what was your inspiration? And so I remember the day when you walked me in the joint, we were sitting on a bucket and shit was like, it was all fucked up in there. It was just a plant. You was like, yo, shit gonna be here. Shit gonna be there. I remember that, brother.
He showed you
yo,
the vision early.
Yeah, he showed me the vision, man. So
Nice.
like,
Yeah.
what inspired you to say, yo, you know what, I gotta take this into my own hands.
All right. So let me give you the catalyst before that. So, working with Rosie. Right?
Okay. Big shout out to
man,
Rosie.
Yeah,
definitely,
Rosie is
yeah.
key.
That's the OG.
And let the people know, man, where Rosie Barbershop was at.
Okay, so
and
Rosie's Barbershop, Marble Hill Unisex.
big
which
shout
is-
out to Marble Hill.
Yes, 159 Kingsbridge Avenue, Bronx, New York. Okay,
Nice.
so check this out, right? That was like the mecca of the whole area. Like
That's a
Rosie's
fact.
was, that's where I first went to start getting good haircuts. That's when
That's a
I started
fact.
learning about fading and all that type of stuff. Watching Rosie and these guys cutting. My brother used to bring me over there, and then I started going there on my own, and it was just like everybody there was family. We all played
Facts.
sports together and
That's
everything
right.
like that.
Big shout out to Rosie's. Word
So it's
up.
family. So naturally I had to go back there. So when I went back to Rosie's, I was working there for about 2 years, and after 2 years, I was actually so busy that I basically opened and closed every day pretty much because I had about 30, 35 people a day.
Oh
that
man,
was
your
cutting.
client was
Yeah.
was crazy.
No, Ben could tell you.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's a
it's
fact.
not even a joke. Like, it's
Yeah,
not
it's
even
a
a
fact.
joke. I'm not even exaggerating.
Nah,
And
I know.
I used to do the haircuts every 15 minutes.
Wow.
Literally, like 15 minutes. While we laughing and joking and kicking it and
Busting
the
it
whole-
down.
Yeah, you know, so, you know, because I was like a robot. You know, I was doing
No
it from
doubt.
13. So but at this point, I was 20, 21, you know. So I was a robot. My arms was moving like, you know, I've been
Right.
doing this straight for 8 years, just straight grinding. So I
15
was
minutes?
good. And I was
Shit.
yeah, and I was doing stuff that other barbers weren't doing. You know,
Gotcha.
I was putting the colors in. I was doing the waves, giving cats waves. I was using all the tricks. I was giving the curls. You name it, I used to do it. Like a lot of barbers only knew how to cut hair. You know, so I knew how to do all of that stuff. So I was just doing it. You know, when cats was charging 20, I was charging 50. You know what I mean? Because I was
Gotcha.
doing stuff that they couldn't do. So people started sending their customers to me. Like, yeah, my barber told me to come to you. And I used to scratch my head like, yo, he said he don't know how to do it. You understand what I mean?
That's dope shit,
Yeah,
man.
you know what I mean? So I started like really like progressing with that to the point where I started having like drawers full of money, and I'm young, I'm 22, I'm ambitious, right? And then on top of that, don't forget, at that same time is when, and a lot of people don't know this, but I'm gonna put it on blast right now. We all know this.
BBPTV.
Yeah. Man, I'm gonna put it on blast right now. See, cats don't even know who Bink Buddha and Cornell and all of these cats first did their first promotions with. That was with me. You
That's a
understand what I'm
fact.
saying?
That's a fact.
Yo, the first party I did, I had Bink and Cornell. Them cats held me down. Yo, them came out. We hit the streets.
That's what's
we was
up.
rolling up on cats. We was jumping out the car. Cats thought it was on. We like, nah. It's a flyer. It's a flyer.
It's a
You
flyer.
understand what I'm saying?
That's a
Like,
fact.
that's when guerrilla marketing was real.
Real.
You know,
That's a
like when you
fact.
had to really walk up to people in real life and hand them a real flyer.
Before social media
you know,
and all
post
that.
it. Yeah, it wasn't no
yeah,
posting
it was a
nothing.
different animal.
You
It was a
show up to
different
the
animal.
club. People respected you because they saw you at the club. They saw you in the joint. They saw how you moved. So they take your flyer and they say, I like how he moved. I'm gonna go to his event. That's how that worked. Like you had to, you couldn't buy your way in. You had to cool your way in.
That's a
right?
fact.
It don't
That's a
matter how
fact.
much money you had. If people didn't rock with you, they didn't rock with you.
That's
Simple
a
as
fact.
that.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, so you know, so we created like one of the most pandemonious parties that ever happened in life. You know what I'm saying? Like we got Kid Capri on the wheels, he's spinning. You got doo-wop people up in there. For those of y'all that don't know about Kid Capri and doo-wop, back in the days they used to have their little, you know, DJ beef or whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it got real crazy. So, you know, Kid is DJing, some of doo-wop people in the crowd, you know, they making noise saying some stuff to Kid. Kid like, not in my house. Next thing you know, the whole place goes crazy. So anyway, you know, that was our introduction to promoting. And for us, it was like, man, like
93, man. I still got
1993.
that flyer, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like
headlined that
we
joint.
was like, man, like you saw that? We had 2,000 people standing in the street,
That's a
and the
lot of
place was
people,
packed.
man. This
It was
is like
crazy.
a concert type
It was
shit.
crazy. I never seen nothing like that, and it was my party. You know what I'm saying? But we nevertheless, we lost money because of that. You understand what I'm saying? We lost money because of that bullshit. So you know, that kind of taught me something. But you
Right.
know, after that, we started doing the Ron G parties and you know Brucey B and
Out
everybody
of town
else.
and all that.
and-
We
yeah.
had a we definitely
Out
hit
of
the-
town, we in
yeah,
Springfield,
yeah, and all that.
Massachusetts.
You already know, big
we
shout
in
to
this-
Queen B.
Yeah, you know.
Telex. We had our times, man. Word up.
Yeah,
we
we
definitely
so-
had the times of promoting, man.
So around that time, here I am. I'm a party promoter, right? I'm a barber that has a huge clientele, right? And the clientele of people that I had was the cool people, right? So
Right.
it was that made it even better.
Yes.
So now I'm ambitious. I'm the dude all the way in the back by the bathroom. You understand what I'm saying? I'm in the back by the bathroom. Not that I, you know, it is what it is, right? It's hot back there. Somebody go in there, take a shit and come out. You got to deal with the remnants of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
true that.
It was you know people back there joking, laughing, drinking. It's hot. The AC not that strong. You know you back
Yeah,
there.
it's
trying to
real
cut.
shit. It's challenges that
it was
come with
jungle. It was jungle, but it was family and it was love. But I needed more. You know what I mean? I was like I have the money to do more. So I stepped to Rosie and I said, yo, listen, you know, I really love this place, but I feel like we need to kind of do like a little bit of an upgrade, you know? So he said, you know, well, this is a vintage barbershop and I like the way it is. I don't want to change anything. I said, look, I got $5,000. I'll give it to you. We could buy some new seats. We could buy, you know, I said, you don't got to pay me back, man. That's just me telling you thank you for hiring me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm making a lot of money in your business. So I'll do that. right? You know, no barber really do shit like that, but
That's
I was,
real
you know,
shit. That's
I
real
was,
shit.
I was grateful and I respected him that much. So I was like, you know, let's do it. And he was like, no. So he don't want to change nothing, and I didn't get it. You know.
Right.
So for me, it was like I started feeling like I needed to do something else. I needed to go. Like I'm busting at the seams right now. I can't. This feels stifling
Energy,
to me.
yeah,
You know, like
ready to step up to that next level.
Yeah, I already taught Garfield how to, you know, get a little nicer with his skills. Garfield,
Big shout to Garfield.
Yeah, Garfield,
Word
my
up.
dude, man. You know, so Garfield stepped his game up. Garfield clientele was clicking. You know
was
what I
like
mean?
your Scottie Pippen.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm too busy. Let Garfield get you. You know what I mean? And Garfield got you. You know what I mean? And he'll get him. So, you know, so we had that 1-2 thing going. You know what I mean? Rosie, he didn't really want to. He just kept his OGs and he just kept it simple. You know what I mean? But me and Garfield was the meat and potatoes, so to speak.
Meat and potatoes.
So after a while, I was just like, nah, this is. I need a staff. You know, I need people under me. Like I need to be able to dish some of this off to some more people, and I need a look. I need a feel. You know
Start
what I mean?
bossing up.
Yeah, you know?
You started getting into your own oats.
Yeah. So it's funny. One day I was walking down the hill, and I seen like this big location on the hill with the for rent sign in the window and all of that.
Man.
And I just said, man, this is right on the corner of my block. I was like, man, this would be perfect. You know what I'm saying? So I go to the landlord, ask him about the rent and all that stuff. We talk, boom, boom. I'm cutting kid like 2 days later. I said, yo, man, why don't we open up a barbershop in the neighborhood? He's like, yeah, that'd be dope. I said, you got money you want to put up? He said, yo, come on, man, stop playing. I said, all right, cool, let's do it.
Nice.
He had the money to do it. I didn't have all my money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I went into it like, you know, I think it was about, back then it was like about, I'm going to say like 40 grand to open up the spot.
Big shout to Kid Capri, man.
Yeah,
Our brother Pooch, man.
that's a
Word
fact.
up. Big shout.
So it was like 40 grand to open up the spot, right? And I might have had like about 10 at the time.
Okay.
You know, to work with. And say, yo, you got yours? I say, I got mine, let's go. Boom. Go in there, call my man Junior up. He come in, start breaking stuff down and making everything. And I'm literally, as we building the shop, I'm cutting hair in the shop. He's sipping in screws around my head and all of that, banging in nails. And I got cats sitting on buckets.
Right.
Just chill. Give me 2 weeks, yo. We good.
We gonna be gravy,
Yeah, you know what I mean? Just give me 2 weeks. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
loyalty, man. That's
Yeah,
loyal
you know what I'm
right
saying?
there. Your
And
customers
they rocking
loyal.
with me, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, boom, then, you know, like maybe a month later, the shop was finished, you know what I'm saying? And now cats is walking in like, yo, this is nice, yo.
Yeah, shit
Okay.
fly.
Not bad, man, you know what I'm saying? So here I am, 22, got my own business, me and my partner, Kid Capri, who's like one of my best friends, you know, growing up.
That's a fact.
You know, and here we go. We go from cutting hair in the house for Kid Capri tapes. You know, I used to cut him for the original version of his. So he would make 2 Kid Capri tapes. He would make one for him, one for me. I would cut his hair, I would take the other one, and then he would keep the other one for himself. Because he had 2 tape decks, so he would record 2 of them at one time.
Nice.
So that's why I had original versions of all of his tapes. I still got a few of them, but I had all the original versions. But guess how I lost them? I loaned them to Kid. Ain't that
Yo,
some
that's
ironic
crazy.
shit,
Yeah,
yo?
that's
Yo,
funny,
that's
though.
crazy. Yo, that's crazy, man. But yo,
He's like, yo, I left that shit in the back of the garage. I'm like, oh, damn, man.
that Eboness, unisex
that's
man
dope,
was a memorable and to our foundation, man. And I want to give you your flowers on that, man. That helped us all become who we are as promoters. You know, we was able to propel from that place, man, and the type of work that came out of there. I can remember the smell of the lady's hair. Like that smell, I like you. A female could walk by you and you'll be like, yeah, she came from Evanescence.
Yeah.
True story.
Yeah, that's true. Because we used to use certain products. We only use certain products. So so the style team was dope. You know, shout out to all of them. Like, honestly, I couldn't even remember everybody right now if I tried to.
Right.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
can remember a few, man.
Yeah, you can do a few, but I mean, like, I don't want to miss nobody.
All right,
if
so
I
we
start-
gonna leave that alone. We
Yeah,
gonna leave
you know
that
what I'm
alone. We
saying?
gonna leave
But
that alone.
Just the whole staff.
Yeah, the whole big shout out to the whole Eboness staff, y'all.
But I want to give a special shout out to the team that really kind of made the difference though in there. You
Okay.
understand what I'm saying? Like the real
X factors.
I don't want to point nobody out, but I
Right.
do want to call out a few superstars that kind of
Sure.
helped to build the business. You know what I'm saying? So first of all, my sister Georgia.
Big shout to
You know what I'm
Georgia,
saying?
man.
Yeah,
Big shout to
yeah.
Georgia.
Yeah, man.
Georgia Smith, right up.
Because she's she's the nastiest stylist.
Yeah,
top
she's,
3 in the
she's
country.
a master,
in
man.
my
You gotta
opinion.
give her a round of applause, man. And she's coming to the show too, yo. Georgia's coming. Yeah, she's coming.
Top 3 dead or alive.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
that.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah, keep it coming, keep it coming.
And then can't forget Mo Jiggy.
Oh
Right,
man, Mo Jiggy, she coming too. Mo Jiggy gonna be here too. Mo Jiggy's coming.
Can't forget
Word
Mo
up.
Jiggy. Mo Jiggy, let me tell you something, man. Mo Jiggy is the machine, yo. You know what
Word.
I'm saying? Like, so like, you know how you got a team of people and they all got their own strengths and their own creativity. So like, neck and neck, Monique make money and Georgia make money neck and neck all day. Like you know, you put them up against the rest of the team and they gonna at least be 35% ahead of the rest of them, guaranteed. You understand what I'm saying? When it comes to get money and like, you know, banging it out.
Right.
But when it comes to creativity and when it comes to speed, yo, Monique is a beast.
Hands
Monique.
down.
Big shout out to Monique, man. Word up, man. She's coming up to the show too, man. That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Evanescence, man.
And then, although I can't forget about Karen. You understand
Karen,
what I'm
yes.
Karen's one of the meanest cutters ever.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
Scissor
Her cuts
game is dope. Yeah, Scissor
Karen
game is dope.
Karen is, she's like better and better every time I see her work.
And you know what? That's like your original foundation, your scar, the Evanescence. Like that's a foundation because you had a lot of dope stylists come together.
Man.
That's like the foundation.
That was like my original crew.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, then we started building out. You know, we had Melissa came.
Right.
You know what I'm
Big
saying?
shout out to
Then
Melissa,
Keisha. Then Akeisha came and all the other girls. Michelle, don't forget about Shelly D.
Yes, Shelly
Killing
D.
the
Big
Braves.
shout out to Shelly D.
Shelly
No
D.
doubt.
You know what I'm saying? You got Jamila.
That's right, Jamila.
You know,
That's right.
We raised Jamila in that shop.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what
a
I'm saying?
fact, man.
You know, so
Word
it's
up.
like,
Big shout out to Evanescence, man. I gotta give Evanescence a shout out, man.
Like, and you know what's crazy?
What's crazy?
Is that Mr. Don? I just did a photo shoot last week. And you know, Mr. Don, he was one of my
Mr.
stylists.
Don, no question.
I just did a photo shoot last week. I don't know if you've seen the ads we've been posting up lately with the soap and all that stuff.
Yeah,
But all of that stuff, Mr. Don shot that.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mr. Don was pretty nice at the camera
dope,
too,
man. He's dope.
Remember, man, Mr. Don always had his hand in some things, man.
Yeah,
too,
man.
That's what's up. Big shout out to Mr. Don.
He's as good a photographer as he was a hairstylist.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And
Multi-talented.
yeah, he's a
Yeah,
beast.
multi-talented.
He's a beast, man. He's a beast. So shout out to Mr. Don. But yeah, so that was the Evanescence, you know, shout out to Ali, you know.
Yeah, all the barbers
Mark,
and all
the
that.
other guys that work with me, even the crazy ones that lost their mind. Yeah, shout out to them
Can't
too.
forget them, right?
So
Yeah,
Curry, with that being said, and I
can't-
know your history, man. So I'm gonna move forward into it, and from you going into Evanescence, and big shout out to Rosie and all that inspired you to get to that level of Evanescence and owning your own businesses. Because you have how many Evanescence you got? I think you opened up another one.
3 of them.
3 of them. You got 3 Evanescences. Big shout out to you on that, man.
That's what's up, man.
And-
Proud of you, man.
So how did you stumble into becoming a celebrity barber, man? Just break that down for me and how you ran into that whole bad boy.
Yeah, who was your first, like,
Because this,
All right,
this,
so
this
my
brother-
my first
your
celebrity,
first big celebrity, like?
break it down.
my first celebrity client was probably, I would say, Kid, right?
Right.
Kid was my
Definitely.
first celebrity
That's a
client.
fact.
You know, I know it's my boy, but he's still a celebrity.
Nah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, and then I had like you know, I worked with my first couple of people like Teddy Pendergrass, right? And
Wow,
then
God bless.
And then yeah, definitely.
That's
and
mean.
Then,
Yo, man. Wow.
and then we had like cats like you know, Charles Oakley. Remember they used to come to the shop.
Yeah, shouts to the New York Knicks, you know?
Yeah.
You knew that was coming.
Yeah, Allen Houston. Remember Allen Houston?
Allen
used to come-
Houston,
yeah,
right.
used to come through. Then
Another Nick.
Allen Iverson, you know.
Right, AI, right.
AI was one of my regulars. I used to, you know, do all his commercials with him and all that stuff.
Right.
That's dope.
So what happened was, I was actually, you know, like I met Puff, right? You know, through cutting hair, and that's kind of like what really springboarded everything. You understand what I'm saying?
Big
Because-
shout out to Sean John, man. Big shout out to
Yeah.
Puffy Combs,
Yeah.
man. Big shout out to
man.
P. Diddy, man. Word up.
Bad boy.
Yeah, that was the springboard, because what happened was, you know, even though, you know, I was doing stuff with Kid, you know, I was still very local, you know what I mean?
Right.
So like people used to mostly come to me, you know, a couple of people I would go to them, you know what I mean? But people used to mostly come to me just on reputation, you know, they would just make the trip, you know what I mean?
That's
Because
dope.
I was too busy, so, you know, that was cool. And then one day someone called me, matter of fact, no, I'm gonna give you the whole story. So Tinker is Puff's cousin, right?
Okay.
So I'm closing up the shop one day at Evanescence. I'm closing the shop up. Everybody's gone. I'm tired. I had a long day. You know, end of the day, we pulling the gate. You know what I'm saying? I'm the only one there. I'm pulling the gate. This guy walks up. He's like, "Yo, man, you Curtis?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Yo, man," took his hat off. He said, "Yo, man, I need to get a cut." I said, "Bro, look around, man. We closed." You know what I'm saying? So he's like, yo, damn, man, I just took 3 buses to get here, man, from Mount Vernon. And I'm like, damn, word? And he's like, yeah, man. And I was like, come on, bro. And I opened the shop back up for him. You know what I'm saying? Turned
Yeah,
the
how
lights
dope
back
was
on.
that?
Yeah, you know what I'm
Got a
saying?
good
Turned the
heart.
lights back on. Cut his hair. You
Got a
know.
good heart.
The next day, he's at work, working for Puff at Bad Boy. And he hears Puff say to one of his assistants, yo, I got to get in touch with this Curtis Smith dude. So Tinker walks by and goes, oh, shit, Kurt. Yo, I know Kurt. He the one that cut my hair. He gave me this cut. Yo, it's the best cut I ever had in my life. So
Nice.
Puff was like, get him on the phone if you know him. You understand what I'm saying? So he called a shop. You know, we didn't have cell phones yet. So he called a shop, and one of the stylists answered the phone. And then he put Puff on the phone. And Puff's like, yeah, let me speak to Curtis. And somebody like, yo, stop playing on the phone and shit, and hung up on him. You
Get the
understand what I'm
fuck
saying? So I'm like, you know, and then it comes to me, yeah, some dude named Puffy talk about it, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, and you hung up? You ain't even like, give me the phone, you asked for you, asked
Yeah,
for me.
that's
You know
how
what I'm
crazy
saying?
is
So,
that? Yeah.
anyway,
That's
long,
crazy.
yeah, long story short, you know, he was like, all right, because I guess he had a list of barbers he wanted to get in touch with because he was looking for a barber. So he asked around and everybody kept telling him about me. So so he said, all right, scratch him, we're going to go to the next person. So then Tinker said, nah, I'm gonna call him again. So he told Mario, who was his assistant, yo, call the shop again and ask for Curtis, man. Don't stop till you get in touch with him. So he called and he got me the first time. So like, yeah, what's up? He said, yeah, Puff. I said, oh, see, I wasn't lying. All right, cool. He said, yeah, blah. So I go down there. Meanwhile, this whole time I have no idea that Tinker's related to Puff. I don't know none of this shit. So I get down there. I'm in the office. Who come walking by? Tinker. Hey, what up, nigga? I'm like, oh, you work here? He said, Puff, my cousin. I'm the one that told him to call you.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So Puff says, hey, man,
definitely crazy.
I want you to, you know, he had a little artist named Lil Jerome that he was working with. Shorty was like 12, right? So he had a little song called Too Young for Me, or Too Old for Me, or whatever, right? That he had one of the Total girls, Keisha. Right? So maybe he had a little afro and all that. Boom. So he wanted me to cut his hair for his video. So, but it was really a test to see how I cut.
Right.
So I cut Shorty hair. You know, I just gave him a test cut. Boom. Puff's like, yeah, all right. You know, just, you know, I said, all right, cool. Next day, Shorty comes out the trailer. Now I hit him with the business. You know what I'm saying? Now I hit him with the business, like the whole business. Shorty comes out the trailer. Puff does like this. I was watching him when he came. He did double take like.
Shit,
And then he looked at me and said, and gave me the nod. I said, got him. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got
So
him.
then like an hour later, Puff was like, yo, you think you can cut me in the trailer? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh yeah, sure. Well, come on, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? You know, totally unaffected. You know, so I go in there. I'm cutting. I said, look, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Can you give me like a month to cut your hair? He's like, the hell you talking about? I said, I need a month. I just need you to give me like a month so I can do what I do. He's like, why you need a month? I said, I didn't want to shit on nobody or nothing. I just was saying like, I just need to see when your hair grows back fully, what I have to work with. You understand what I'm saying?
Smart man.
Yeah, I want to do what I do. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go over nobody else's work. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Smart man.
So he was like, damn. I said, look, I'm just going to clean up right here, clean up your face, make sure you look good for the video shoot, lay your hair down and all that.
Right.
I ain't going to touch nothing. He's like, all right, that's cool. You know what I mean? So I did that. And then called me 2 days later. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need a cut. I'm like, I just cut you yesterday. He's like, all right. Boom. Came down, cut him. 2 days later, y'all need a cut. Okay, no problem. This nigga get a cut 3 times a week. I love it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, I love it. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Boom. Assistant, bring your book next time you come. I bring my portfolio with some work I had in there. He looked through the book. He flipped to like 3 pages. The book was about this thick, full of work.
Yeah,
I was
like a
doing
Bible
magazines.
book,
I was doing all
yeah.
type of stuff. So he didn't even get in the book. He just did 3 pages. Boom, boom, boom. He's like, you did that right there? I said, yeah. He said, you my barber for the rest of my life.
Damn, yo.
Wow.
And we was together for 20 years. And it took for me not wanting to move to LA to walk away from that job.
Wow.
Damn,
Wow, man.
Coitus.
Yo. Wow. Yeah.
Damn.
New York City, y'all hearing it. Y'all hearing it right
First
here, man.
exclusively.
Yeah.
BBPTV, man. Word up, Curtis Smith, man.
That was a hell of
And
a
with-
run,
and-
though.
And with that being said,
20
man.
years.
With that being said, I want you to just give us one good short and sweet story and experience that you experienced with Puff that it was like some really like dope experience.
All right, I'm going to give you 2. How's that?
Yeah, we take that.
I'm gonna give you 2. Okay. Two extremes, right? So
Short and sweet. We on time. We got time. We on time.
So one time, we doing the Black Rob, rest in peace, Black Rob video.
Big shout to Black Rob.
Yeah,
You remember the
rest in
part where he's
peace.
driving the truck? Okay, you remember Puff was driving that trailer?
Right.
All right, cool. So he came on set. He didn't have his hair cut yet. So he gets in the trailer, and I said, "Yo, dog, you gotta get your hair cut. You know what I mean? I gotta get you ready for the shot." He said, "You nice, right?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Cut my hair through the window, nigga." I said, "Oh, you challenging me? All right, cool." Went and got my cordless clippers. He on the phone in the truck. I'm standing on the outside of the truck, holding on to the
the
side
side.
mirror,
Yeah, that's
like this, cutting his
crazy.
hair, like this.
Dicing that shit.
Headlight on.
Dicing that
with a
shit,
headlight on like
Bomb.
this.
Big
Fine.
shout to my
And he
boy
gone.
Curtis
He
Smith.
gone.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
You know, and if
Word
you
up.
look at the video, you see everything look good. So it was like, that was a challenge, yo. That was a challenge, but I loved it because it was like, man, this dude just keep making me better and better. And then the next thing was when we went to Morocco, man. That's like a trip that I'll never forget, man, because it was for his birthday party. And
Wow.
I want to say it was
That's
like his 30-something birthday party. So the king and the prince of Morocco got two of their 747 jets, the big joints,
Right.
and flew one to Paris, flew one to New York. The New York jet picked all of us up. It was like 150 of us. Another one went to Paris, picked up 150 people, and brought us all to Morocco. On my plane, we had Ivana Trump. We had what's this dude? The drummer.
Quest?
Nah, man, what was the dude that was married to Pamela Anderson?
I don't know.
The drummer.
What's his name?
The tall cat, man. I don't get him. Anyway, man, listen. Fat Five Freddy, Andre Harrell, rest in peace. Like,
It was crazy.
like everybody. And so check this out. Now, this is the first time I ever seen anything like this happen in my life. We get up in the air. We about 30,000 feet in the air. As soon as we get up in the
30,000.
air, Andre goes, "Okay, let's turn up. Mark Curry grabs a CD, runs to the captain's cockpit, puts in the CD, hip hop blasting all over the whole plane.
Oh, man.
The stewardess come out with trays full of bottles of champagne, everything. Everybody just grabbing a bottle.
man.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. You know how the plane is like this? You sit in the seat. We was sitting up here on the seat.
Wow.
We was standing on the
going
seat.
crazy.
Yo, partying the whole 8 hours all the way to
Yeah, I
Morocco.
was standing there.
Wow. Now, yo, big shout to Puff Daddy, man. Big shout to Puff Daddy, man. Curtis Smith, man. Man, listen, man, with that being said, we out of time, man, but I want you to break it down
man.
and let people know about Exotics, man, your new product that you got out, man. And we definitely gonna invite you back. We definitely gonna invite you back and do another part, because this whole segment that we doing right here is called Shop Talk. You know what I mean? So we're going to be doing different series of Shop Talk and having different people come in, such as your sister George and Monique and different people. So I definitely got to bring you back for part 2, because you definitely got a longer story within our story cap. But, you know.
Oh, yeah. We just scratched the surface.
Right.
Yeah, you feel me?
And
with
yeah, man, but, you know, it's good seeing you do your thing, man.
Thank you,
know what I'm
brother.
saying? Like, you always been a cat that understand culture.
Thank you,
know what
brother.
I mean?
Appreciate that.
And, you know, you always try to push the culture forward, man. So I
Thank you,
definitely
brother.
commend you on that. And, you know, good luck on everything, man. I hope everything blows up. I hope this is the next Drink Champs, man.
Thank you, brother.
Yes,
Thank you,
brother.
man. I appreciate that, Kurt, with those blessings, man. With those blessings, man. Could you just drop a little bit about Exotics, man, and leave your handles where they can reach you right in?
Oh yeah. So listen, Exotics is my love. That's my product. That's my brand.
Right.
That's what I spend my whole time doing. You know, I started in my kitchen. You know, in my kitchen with an idea and a whole bunch of product books. You know what I'm saying? And literature on ingredients and stuff like that. And read and studied until I figured out how to create something really good. You understand what I mean? So we created one product. And it was back in the 90s when we created the first product, which was Sweet Jamila, but we kept it low key
Dope.
for years. And then after a while, I created a shaving product because a lot of cats was getting irritation from alcohol. So I created a shaving product that worked tremendously. So then we started building on those ideas, those concepts. Now we have 26 different products.
Dope.
You know, we have our own factory in Middletown. You know, I get to hire people. I got a
Dope.
team.
Dope,
You
man.
understand what I'm
God
saying?
bless you, brother.
And you know, we got product going all over the world.
Dope.
So, you know, I feel
Yo.
good about that. You know, we
Wow.
do great on Amazon. We do great in the barbershops. You know, and we, we're on Walmart.com. We're like, we're moving around. You know
Yo,
what I'm
man,
saying?
big
So we
shout
just
to you, Kurt, man. With that being said, man, I appreciate you coming through,
Yeah,
and
we do.
like you said, we just touching the surface. We got the next show coming up. It could have been worse. And we definitely going to continue with Sharp Talk.
Yeah.
Sharp Talk, and we're going to bring you back for Curtis Smith Part 2.
Yeah,
All right,
definitely.
No doubt.
Word
Anytime,
up.
brother.
Appreciate you, brother.
Definitely, man.
Word up,
Thank you, man.
All right,
Thank you. I
y'all.
appreciate
So happy
you,
for you,
man.
man. So
Big shout to
happy.
Curtis
I love
Smith,
your
man.
story, yo.
Word up.
Got a
Word
beautiful story, yo.
Thank you. Thank you.